Yet another graphing of a piecewise defined function. We're going to use the exact same technique as before. We're going to graph the whole thing and then erase what we don't want. The first piece is a square root function, which I'm going to do in black. Remember, a square root function typically starts at the origin and has the shape of half of a parabola, a sideways parabola. You should already know a little bit about transformations. The x plus 3 says move left 3. The plus 2 says move up 2. So instead of starting at the origin, this guy is starting at -3, +2, and would have this kind of shape. However, our inequality, our domain is less than 2. So at 2 and to the right of 2, we don't want. So how do we cap off the function? We put an open circle because it's not defined at 2. Very good. The next one I'll do in purple here is an absolute value function. An absolute value function is a V-shaped graph. Oh, geez. It's not supposed to look like an acorn, so I apologize in advance. Hope there's no squirrels in the room that I'm in right now. The absolute value graph that I have right now, this is going to say move right 4, and this is going to say down 3. So instead of being centered at the origin, this absolute value is now centered at 4, -3. All right, Mike, you can do this. Believe in yourself. It's okay. And this part doesn't matter. All right. Notice we are going between 2 and 6. So to the left of 2, I don't want. And to the right of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we don't want. So I erased everything else. I'm just going to check to make sure I didn't. Okay, good. So notice our function is not defined at 2 at all. In both places of 2, we have an open circle. So if you had the problem of finding f of 2, you would say undefined because it's not there. But at 6, what do we put for the absolute value? We put a closed dot. Great. Notice I want to point out that this says sketch a graph. It does not say plot a graph. Plot means be very, very specific, be very clear. Sketch says get an idea. So for me, as long as you have the right shape in the right place, I'm okay. I'm not too concerned if you don't end at the exact correct y value for what we're doing here. I would say plot if it really were truly important. All right, last one we'll do in blue. A square function is a parabola, U-shaped curve. The 8 is going to say move right 8. This is going to say reflect down, so now it's going to open down. And this is going to say move up 6. So the parabola would have been centered at the origin. You should see a pattern going on here. But now the new vertex is going to be 8, 6, and opening down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me just put an 8 here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the new vertex is right here. And it opens down. Let me just, that is god awful. That is absolutely terrible. I'm sorry you had to see that. We want it to be x greater than 6, which we said was right here. And as before, because it's greater than, we put an open circle. Boop. If you had to find f of 6, you would use the second piece because the second piece is defined at 6, not the third piece. All right, so yeah, that's our graph. It's beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed painting with not Bob Ross.